There is something the narcissist does not want you to know. You know what that is? That is your greatness. You have greatness within you. And hopefully, my goal on this channel is to show you how to pull that greatness outside. So, what I was told years ago, and I thought they were crazy when they told me, said everything you need in this world is within you. I thought they were crazy because if they had known me and know how broken I feel on the inside, they would never have said that to me. Today, probably about 40, 45 years later, they were right. I've learned everything is within us. What happens is narcissists, they keep blocking it. They block it, block it, block it to where you almost lose sight. We go to the outside world hoping to find our joy, hoping to find our happiness. You can't find joy and happiness on the outside world. It comes from within. You were born the perfect you. Your goal and purpose in life is to become the best you. So what happens over the years as you grow up, especially if you have narcissistic parents, they continue to block all that greatness so you can't see it. You might feel it somewhere down in there, but you can't see it. I call these trapped emotions. These trapped emotions all around you become so toxic. You feel like you have no energy, that you feel zapped, you feel like giving up, you've lost hope. In my book, Life Made Simple, I talk about how I got rid of my trapped emotions. And it took me out of the 12 years of dark night of the soul. I was able to start seeing my greatness. Now, does that mean we're going to ever get to a place to where we don't have to worry, we're all free and completely clear of everything? No, I don't think life is set up that way. I think we always have challenges because that always keeps us on our toes. But I do think there is a way of finding balance of mind, body, and spirit. Today, I'm happily married to the love of my life, and I work a career that I love. So, all the damages through the years, I had to figure out what I wanted to do with that. All the mean words my mother said, the deception and lies and deceit my father pulled over me. These are not just regular parents that I had. These are something much deeper, much more with an ulterior motive, low consciousness level. These are people living out of shame, living out of guilt, living out of anger, envy. That's a great one. A lot of narcissistic people envy. So why is it that the narcissist doesn't want you to know your greatness? Because then they can't control you. You can't be an independent, authentic being. Okay? When you are authentic and you are becoming what you were meant to be, you raise your consciousness level. As you raise your consciousness level, you find that peace and harmony sets in. You find that balance of mind, body, and spirit, and they're all in harmony with one another. That's why some people, if you notice, no matter what they have, they're always happy. They're just at peace. You find some people that have millions and they're just living in turmoil. Money does not buy happiness, but it does make your life a lot more comfortable and give you the access and give you options to be able to heal. So what I want to do is make sure you understand that this goal of keeping you from your greatness is not an accident. It's plotted. It's intent. It is an evil, narcissistic, malicious intent to keep you from your greatness. My question has always been, how can a parent do that to their own child? It never made sense to me. I would start seeing the signs, and then I would rationalize. I'm like, I can't be right because she couldn't be doing that to her children. What I realized is once I saw her do it to one of my brothers, then I could see it a lot better than when she did it to me even. I guess I had all the emotions and the toxic energy, but when she did it to my brother, I could see it. This is why a lot of times on a situation, if I want to look at a situation, I try to picture myself like right here looking down, and it helps me to be more observant of what's going on. What I want to do is try to help you understand that your only limitation in life is within you. It is from that blender that they put in our mind, stirred up our mind, trying to confuse us. If they confuse us, they can control us. Confusion is where all darkness begins. So what I want to help you do is find that balance. Through all these videos, my goal is to help break it down to get you back to yourself, to help you understand how you're supposed to live life, how life was meant to live from a humanity level. There's only two types of people, either those that want to control themselves or they want to control others. Those that want to control others are narcissistic, low consciousness people. Those that want to work on yourself and develop yourself, that's the way life was designed. That is living from the heart. That is living from the spirit. Our goal here in life is to become the best self. And it all begins with the very first step, and that is believing in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. That's the very first step. Believing in yourself allows you to have self-love, allows you to have confidence, allows you to have all the other necessary. Without believing in yourself, how can anybody else believe in you? I grew up thinking that somebody had to believe in me first before I believed in myself. And that was that narcissistic thing of they've got control of me. My life has not been a happy life. I've had a lot of trials, a lot of toxicity thrown at me. I'm still here. I beat the odds, and you can too, and I want to show you how to do it. Like I said, I'm happily married today, and there is healing. There is an answer for every single thing you have in your life. Every problem, every concern, every pain, there is an answer. And I believe that's one reason I'm almost 60. I'm on no medication, and I'm not even a pre-diabetic. So what that's telling me is a lot of my healing within my mind, I believe, has helped heal me physically. Our mind and our body are attached. If we're denying things that we're supposed to deal with in life, it will manifest everything in our life. The problem is when we're giving narcissistic parents or narcissistic people in our life to screw with our mind, we don't know which way is up or down. You can't make a good decision. Did you know if you're balanced in mind, body, and spirit, and you're a whole person, you'll make almost the right decision, or should I say the most beneficial decision every time? I don't like to say right or wrong necessarily. What I like to say is you'll make the most beneficial decision of what you have dealing with in your life at that time. It's hard to know if you're picking the right job. You might pick one that's more beneficial for you long term until it's time to jump to another job or another career. I want you to help you understand that it's okay to take control of your life, to be in control of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. I talk about it in my book, Life Made Simple, Secrets to Wealth and Happiness Hidden in Plain Sight, available on Amazon. I don't sell courses or anything. I wrote that book. It's got a 90-day author buyback guarantee. You read it, it doesn't, you feel like you didn't grow from it, send it back, and I'll give you 100% of your money back. I wrote that book to help heal people. I've been through 50 years of hell. I'm now in a good place. My parents are still alive, by the way. I've reached out to them, let them know I forgive them, and if they ever want to sit down and make things right, I'm open-minded. sit down with no anger, no blame, they won't take me up on the offer. What does that tell you? They never had a pure intent to begin with. That's sad. That is very, very sad, because that, when we pass on from this life, they carry all that with them. I've handed all that negative karma they've handed me, I've handed back to them through forgiveness. That's how I can be healthy, mind, body, and spirit. I'm still growing every day. I'll still have challenges. There's still issues, triggers, things of that nature come up. The difference is I know how to deal with them now. I can easily process it versus being so angry, bitter, and just bent out of shape over things. It might knock me off for a day or two, but I'm always kind of find my way back to it. Way back to myself. My goal was to make sure the day I take my last breath is that I have resolve and I don't carry all this toxicity with me. We're not meant to live in pain. We're not meant to live in confusion. We're not meant to be confused. Weak people weaken other people. Strong people take pride in watching other people grow, encouraging, uplifting. That tells you real quick what a narcissist is. They're some of the weakest people on earth, lowest consciousness, and they live in their own hell. They've created their own hell, so you don't ever have to worry about wanting to be angry and get revenge. They're already living in hell. They just don't even realize it. They will never have the peace and harmony that you can have and that I have. Just weeks ago, my mother wouldn't even let me come in her front door. She's 76 years old in a wheelchair, and from what I understand, she's in pretty rough shape. Won't even talk to me. All that anger and bitterness is eating her body alive. Arthritis and all types of things. She's a victim of it if you talk to her. If you talk to her, I've had a perfect life, and she doesn't understand why I'm not grateful. Through all these videos, you'll see how she treated her children. Not just me, but I'm learning more and more all the time how she treated my siblings. I was the scapegoat. You know what that is by now. I was the one that always tried to question everything. I'm the one that, with a mind, had great abilities, great possibilities. She did nothing but hinder them. Everything I've put my whole self into, I've succeeded at. My only challenge was believing in myself that I could do it after all the toxicity I've been through. The next challenge was wondering how they're going to come up and try to destroy everything I built. That's something a lot of people don't talk about. You find your greatness, and you constantly have to worry about what is your parent doing to undermine your success, your achievements. They're always working on it, believe it or not. Oh, I know that my book came out and they're upset about that. They're working on a way to attack me, I'm sure. I can feel it through the energy. But it's not going to stop me from telling the truth of what happened. It's not going to stop me from helping other people. That was the goal in that book, and that's the goal in these videos. Is to let you know you're not alone. That this right here, this is a common problem that we have in the world today. You can see it almost everywhere. So hopefully this has been a few words of advice. I hope that you comment below, you like and subscribe if you feel like I've earned it, and know that you are loved. There is answers for every single thing out here. And I hopefully you'll like and subscribe and comment below if you have any questions. If I can clarify or do another video to help clarify something. We all come from different backgrounds, but I found that majority of us come from a very, very similar when it comes to mind, body, and spirit. Same children can grow up in the same household. Like for instance, all four of us grew up in the same household. All of us had somewhat of a different experience. I was the oldest. There's 12 years between me and my youngest brother. And most of you by now know my youngest brother drank himself to death at 29 years old. We had his funeral on his 30th birthday. He died 3 days before his birthday, 30th birthday. He was here for us to celebrate that. Instead, we were at his funeral. That was one of the things that helped take me down. I couldn't understand why bad stuff just kept happening in this family. But I realized it was by design. Parents never even put flowers on his grave. I started doing it when I realized it. I made sure he will never be forgotten. With much love from my heart to yours, this is Joe Cox Jr., Life Made Simple, getting you through this narcissistic world. Peace be with you. Bye-bye.